Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another sizzling episode. Oh, the first ever episode, I mean. The first episode of Love Chronicles, and I'm your host, Gabriel Lunda. Yeah, man, wagwan. So, this is the show where we just talk about your love affairs, you know. This is a place where we talk about just love and romance affairs, you know. So, and this is a place where we talk about your previous love experiences or your previous relationship experiences. We don't care if you're in love or you're not in love. That's not our cup of tea. So today we're just talking about previous love experiences. And just stay tuned. We have some nice surprises and announcements to make later on during the show. And we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are live on Twitch, we're live on Interverse television, we're live on Instagram, we're live everywhere. On your phone, on your laptop, on your computer, we're live. So, today, this is, we have somebody special in the studio. We want to exploit her previous love experiences. We want to find out her previous love experiences. So today we are with the amazing, the gorgeous, the excellent, I don't know, how should I, Miss OWAMI MELANIN.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lunda.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so
Welcome to the show.
here.
And why are you late? The first question is, why are you late?
Because I've got this little thing called a job. I got a 9 to 5. I apologize.
I don't know you sisters with time.
No, like I was really working, so I didn't just do a face beat to show you that I was serious about being here.
Yeah. Now. So you know what I know. There's one wise man who once said that if you want women to hurry up, remove mirrors from their bathrooms.
Then you must deal with what you get. If you can deal with whatever comes to your front door, then by all means, remove all the mirrors in the house.
All right, ma'am. Thank you and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
So, without wasting much of the time, just tell us, who is Miss OWAMI?
Who am I?
Yes.
I am OWAMI MELANIN, who has had previous heartbreaks.
You just had to jump into it.
Yes, I had previous heartbreaks. I work. I am a friend. I am an amazing person. Yes,
Okay.
I am an amazing
Yeah,
human.
no, all the women are amazing.
Yes.
All the women are amazing,
We are
guys.
doing
I don't
the
know.
most.
Yeah,
Well
all the
done.
women are amazing. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
As you know, this is the show where we talk about your previous love experiences. You are here to educate us. Okay? You are here to educate us. So we don't want to know if you are in a relationship now or not. I can see there's no ring, so we are safe.
Not advertising.
we are safe. So just tell us. Here's a question. Have you ever once been in love? Have you ever been in love before?
Been in love, yes, once, and since that time, I've never. Yeah, because like love is a very complex thing, right?
Okay.
So, for example, you need to know what it is to be in love. So, being in love, it's nice when things are nice.
Okay.
Like relationships are nice, guys. It's really nice.
You're already sending them to Mjolo before we even.
If you relationship with the right person, it is amazing, right?
Okay.
But the problem comes when there's troubles, right?
Okay.
Like I always tell people that I want godly problems. I want problems from the universe. I don't want man-made problems. I don't want you stressing me out because of you. Like
Alright.
I want problems from the heavens. And when those problems from the heavens comes, will I be able to stick around? Because if I stick around through that, then I can be like, yes, I have definitely fallen in love. It's over.
So love is nice.
Yes, love is a beautiful thing.
All right.
John. Love is nice.
So tell me something. Here we're talking about the previous love experiences, right?
Yes.
Have you ever been cheated Or have you ever cheated on somebody? Or have you ever been cheated on?
Me, I'm always on the receiving end. Always,
Okay.
I'm the one who's always getting
Hey, you are too nice, Mos.
No, I've been cheated on. I've been cheated on a couple of times. But sorry, men. I'm so sorry. Men are stupid. Because, because I'm like, if you're gonna cheat, you must cheat correctly. You must cheat in a way that they never ever find out. Like, you must never find out.
So there's a correct way of cheating.
Yeah, the only correct way of cheating is that you don't get caught.
Hey.
Like, if I catch you cheating, then I'm my brother.
Hey.
No.
Guys, come listen.
Honestly speaking,
Come and listen. There's a correct way of cheating.
you know, like my aunt always used to tell me that she was married to my uncle and has caught him several times cheating, right? But he has never caught her once.
Hey.
And then I'm like, so have you cheated? She's like, hey, that's something that no one will ever find out. I'm like, so I'm always getting cheated on. I think it's because when I'm in a relationship, like I'm so committed. Like I physically run. If it's either if you my type, if I'm in a relationship and you my type, I run away from you. If you approach me, you must run. Because that's how it starts.
Wait a minute.
So if I'm in a relationship with someone and I find another person attractive, I avoid that person by any means necessary.
Okay, wait. So you said if you're in a relationship, then you find that somebody's your type.
Yes.
That person must run.
I must run.
Oh, you must run.
Yes, it is always your responsibility to avoid things. It's never that.
So you run away from your types.
Yes, all the time.
So you're dating wrong types. Most.
No, like I find my type, right? But you must understand that we are people. So if you are people, you're gonna look and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that guy is so cute. And then you're like, okay, bye. And then you go. And then you go to avoid.
So your types are the cute ones.
No, pretty boys they're just a mess.
So you don't date pretty boys.
Pretty boys are just a mess.
All right.
Like, yes.
All right.
Pretty boys will hurt you.
So Ash, now, hey. Okay, guys. We are with Miss Lumka right now. So we just want to take a very, very, very short break to digest some few information that she has given us. We'll be right back, guys. Right, guys, we are back, and we are still in the studio. This is Love Chronicles. We're talking about love, relationship, romantic affairs. Okay, so in the studio with us today, we still have the gorgeous Miss Lumka. Give it up for her one more time. One more time. So, all right, ma'am. Okay, you've been just explaining to us about love, about cheating, being dribbled. So about cheating and heartbroken.
Yeah.
So you said you've been cheated once, or you've dated once.
No, I've been cheated on a few times.
Okay. Yeah. How many times? How many times, if you can tell us?
Relationship I've had like 3 very serious relationships. Like where I'm like, I'm committed. And then they all showed me flames. They dribbled me. I was like, yo, this is a lot. Let me be by myself.
They played Ronaldo, Messi on you. So if you don't care to tell us one of the stories, what happened?
No, but this one showed me flames.
What happened?
Okay, I'm not gonna name it.
Okay,
so,
we're not mentioning cars and number plates. Yeah.
So I dated this particular person, and before I dated him, I think I was single for like a year or 2.
Okay.
So I get into a relationship, nice person, like nice person. get into a relationship, it is so nice. Like, you know, it is really nice. It gets to the point, like, when you just start leaving your things at a person's house, right?
Okay.
Like, without even planning it, it just happens. And yeah, so after leaving my things there a few times, guy starts switching up, right?
Okay.
So he switches up. So now I am confused.
Yeah.
One, I'm confused because at that particular moment, I didn't know how to communicate.
With him.
Like, yeah, with him in general, I just didn't know how
Okay.
to communicate. One. Number two, I wasn't ready. Because my thing is always ask questions that you're ready to hear the answers to. So I wasn't
Alright.
ready for those answers, right? But you know, when you serve a living guy, so I remember it was my big brother's birthday, so we had a bride, we did the whole thing. He even bought him cake. You know, it was so cute, Sham.
He bought your little brother cake.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh,
Yeah, he was a sweet guy,
he was. No, he's very sweet. Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay.
Very sweet. So it was very, very sweet. And then what happened? Oh yeah, so after the birthday, I'm chilling with my cousin.
Yeah.
And then I come home, and then I'm chilling in the dining room. No, about to like pass out. And then I get a message, and it's like, please stay away from my husband. I'm like,
The message came from who? Anonymous.
Anonymous
Alright.
is just telling me to please stay away from her
Okay.
husband. So I'm like, okay. Yo, like, this has been such a nice day. So I asked her, I'm like, who's your husband? And then she tells me her husband.
The
So I'm
guy's
like,
name.
yeah. So I'm like, no, man. According to my thing, like, this man is not married. Like, I
Hey.
have been to this person's house.
Okay.
I've got my things at his house. And every time I leave things there, I find them exactly as they are. So they're not. And then she drops another bomb. She's like, she's pregnant. So I'm like,
Hey.
congratulations. You need to focus on that pregnancy. And yeah, just do you. So like, yeah, then I stopped, like we stopped texting. Then I took screenshots, sent it to him. So I'm like, please control your wife. And then that was that. And then we didn't discuss it any further. We just, you know, we just drifted. Like, it just ended. But it was so painful. Like, I remember every day after work, I'd go to my friend's house and I'd just cry.
Hey.
Because I was heartbroken. Like, I would just cry.
Okay.
But the fantastic thing is, out of that relationship, I got his best friend. So, like, me and his best friends are really good friends. Like, so, like, we're just really good friends.
Okay.
Because it's like, what that person did was so wrong. You are such an amazing person. I'm like, yes, I am. You get home, how do you explain to your parents that you're crying because some boy broke up with you? Like,
Yeah.
there's no explanation. Like, okay, first of all, I've never took anyone home.
So was that okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
Was that true love or not?
Like, honestly speaking, now, and now that I've processed everything, I don't believe I loved him, yes, and I cared
Okay.
about him very, very much.
Okay.
Because even though after you asked me for money, I was willing to give him money, like after the whole pregnancy thing, and I even helped him with.
Wait, you gave money to who?
'Cause
To
he wanted-
him.
Okay, so you asked me for cash, and I was like, no, it's cool. I'll hook you up. Then my best friend was like, if you give this nigga money, our friendship is over. I'm like, ah.
Wait. So this brother, so he scored one goal to
Yes.
someone else.
Yeah.
Then he still comes and asks for sponsorship from you.
With his chest.
No,
with his
wow.
whole chest. Yeah, because even with the baby stuff. I
What
had
tribe
to
is he?
not- Zimbabwe.
Hey!
Never again.
Hey!
Yeah, so even with the baby stuff, I helped him up. Because, like, if I care about you, I care about you irrespective of what you did. So
Okay.
that's, like, my downfall. But now we don't talk. Yo, he's like, yeah, I think I bumped into him,
Uh-huh.
and there was nothing. He's like, you look good. I was like, I know. Then we moved.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, he's okay. I'm trying to process the information, guys. This is
Imagine.
okay. So, okay, I'm swallowing. this is Love Chronicles, guys. We're talking about love, relationship, and romantic affairs. This is where it's all happening. Okay, talking about money. I've got a question for you.
Shoot.
Do you think it's okay for a lady to control a guy's money
Control, absolutely.
or be in charge of the guy's money?
Be in charge. For me personally, I don't want to be in charge of anyone's money because that is your
So it means you are running away from shopping.
No, it's not even running. I'm very good with money. I'm
Okay.
like, when it comes to I am very, very good with money, right?
All right.
But I feel like I'm not coming into a relationship to baby a man, right? So if there's a difference between us as a couple sitting down and discussing what it is that we're going to do
Okay.
with your man,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Then for me to be like, okay, give me your card. And you're like, okay, because women are not the same. So you'll get someone, you'll give them the card, and then they go buy
Then they overspend.
Yes, and they buy things for themselves.
Okay.
And then you get other people that
How can you use my cards to buy things for yourself?
Because a conversation wasn't had on what we're using the money for.
All right.
Yes, you must always talk because a conversation wasn't had. So all you did was say, "Here's your card." So you didn't tell me whether this card is to buy something for your home, whether it's to buy something nice for myself, whether it's to buy something for your place. You just said, "Here's the card." So I took the card and I went to take all my friends for massages. Now you're mad.
Okay. So in other ways, you're trying to say it's not good, or it's
No, I'm saying a conversation must always be had,
okay.
right?
Yeah, there must be an understanding.
Yes, there must always be an understanding, right? Because the person also needs to understand what the other party is doing home.
Okay.
Right. Because yes, you are in a relationship, but then there's other factors to each other's lives.
Okay.
Right. So if you've got people at home and the person is like, "Hey man, like you haven't done something in a while for your mom or for your siblings.
Yes.
How about when it comes to month end we do A, B, and C?" And then that's perfectly fine. Right.
Okay.
But a conversation must always be had, because I know of some guys that literally they just take their cut of what they need, then they give the rest to them.
Give the rest to them.
Okay. But then you're doing that because you can see that no, this person is focused. Because I'm sure if you give someone,
but is that advised in a relationship or in a marriage?
must always remember that a relationship is a stepping stone for how your marriage is going to be, right?
Okay.
So when you date me right now, right, and we live in this secluded lifestyle, and we are always out, and we're always doing the things, we're always in the streets, living our best lives in the streets, right? You can't expect me now to be in the house, just because you asked me to marry you. You can't, because that's not how a relationship is.
So whatever you do in a relationship should be done in the marriage. Because
it's practice. So what's gonna happen after you say I do? I'm just gonna change. You're just gonna switch up.
But you know, there's also these situations whereby a lady starts saying like, "No, we are not married." So, because if let's say you want to, let's say a man wants to control a lady or wants to advise. Let me not say control.
Yes.
Wants to advise. Wants to advise a lady. In some ways, because you know they say you cannot change a person, right?
You can never change a person. A person must always be willing to change.
Okay. And then so a lady must be, or a man also, okay. A person changes for the partner that they want to change for. Okay. Okay. I see there's some
No, not necessarily. I think it's your wording. I think it's your choice of words. Okay. So for me, I feel like you must, the one thing that I think is very important to remember in a relationship is that you're dating a complete stranger.
Okay, yeah, true. Somebody just met in the street.
So you just met this person, you're like, I like him, like I like you too, like okay, we dated. All right.
Yeah.
So once you're in that relationship, you need to learn how each other's behaviors are.
Yes.
Right. And if there's something that you don't like, you need to be able to communicate in a way that they will understand you.
Hey, Mjolo.
Hey, you see?
Now.
So it's not just I'm gonna get into a relationship, then I'm just gonna stop going out.
Okay.
Like, no. Like, okay, so if you don't like me going out, we need to discuss why you don't like me going out.
All right.
And then, okay, is that the reason? Okay, then it always has to be a discussion. It must always be a conversation. You must never imply, conclude, or think for the other party. A conversation must always be had.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, so here's another question about the agreement and hey guys. Hey, today. All right, today we're learning things. Okay, so about agreement and conversations. Here's another question. How would you feel for you? Is it advised for partners to go and test before they get in a relationship or when they're in a relationship? Test for, some
like STIs.
Blood, STIs.
Yeah, absolutely. It is absolutely vital to go get tested. Like there's
before or after, like before or during.
You guys feel comfortable, just go get tested. Like when you guys stop using protection, go get tested.
Means you are ready for child support.
And that is even because that is also part of getting tested. So it's like, okay, we're gonna get tested, right? Right. So in that conversation, what happens if one of us is HIV positive?
Yeah, true.
How then do we take that? What happens if one of us has an STD or an STI or whatever the case may be? Does that mean this relationship ends, or do we both seek treatment? Like, where is the way forward? And within that conversation, you also have to have the conversation on contraceptives.
Okay.
Like, where do you guys stand with contraceptives? Okay, fine. Why don't you?
But there's some men who don't like contraceptives.
Then congratulations, you're gonna be a dad. Like, so you see, even with that, it's like, okay, so contraceptives are not 100%. I feel like we all know that, right, guys? So contraceptives are not 100%.
Are you okay?
Since contraceptives are not 100%,
yes.
If your girlfriend falls pregnant, what then?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you pro-abortion? Are you against abortion? Are you having the child? Are you keeping the child? Are you giving the child away for adoption? Is the child gonna stay with your parents? Are you like, what then happens? Are you guys getting married? Are you not getting married? What happens? Because these are all once you stop using condoms, or once you make a conscious decision to have sexual activities, sexual intercourse, sexual intercourse with the person. These are things that must come up in conversation.
Yeah, true.
Somehow. But my advice all the time, guys, practice safe sex.
I don't know.
All the time. Practice safe sex. There's a lot of things happening out there.
Right.
And test. Like, there's nothing wrong with testing. You shouldn't even wait to get into a relationship once you test. As soon as you know, busy. If I'm busy, you test.
Hey, you're listening. Hey, now you sound like a doctor right now.
Hey,
You sound like a doctor right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, before guys,
We will stop talking about
today we're talking about things. Today we're talking about things. So, okay, we didn't want to pull this long.
But we're here now.
But we're here now, and I think we're gonna do part 2 of this interview. We're gonna do before we go.
Yeah.
Let me just ask one question.
Okay.
Can someone lose true love?
Can someone lose true love?
Yes.
Okay, I believe.
Okay, first, what is true love, and can someone lose true love?
I'm not sure the definition of true love. Hey guys, I'm really not sure.
But you told us you've been in love before.
Yeah, but I'm like, when you got someone else pregnant, so does that constitute as me not being true? Does that constitute as not being true love?
Okay.
Because like, for me, true love is a lot. Like, true love is literally being there with the person through it all, the good, the bad, the broke days. Like, just constantly being there with the person. Like, I know a few people, older people, of course, whose partners have passed away, and they just decided that that was that for them. So you must always ask yourself, if your boyfriend or your girlfriend dies today, are you gonna be single forever, ever? Like, is it over? Like, that's the thing. So I believe that you can always love someone, but you can let that person go if they're not good for you. You are not in the relationship to suffer. This thing of women.
Jolo. But you know, the other thing is, like, people, they love different things. You know, some they love money, some they just love a partner's perfume.
But
some
that's
they love.
not love.
No, but they will call it true love.
It's
so
not,
explain to us what is true love.
I don't know the definition of true love, but the reason I tell you that's not love is this. So if I love someone because they give me money, or they smell good, or whatever the points that you have mentioned, as soon as they stop smelling good, as soon as they stop giving you money, the love is gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So I honestly believe, like, when things are good, you can never ever measure love based on good things, because everybody's having a good time. Ice cream is nice, right? Yeah. Ice cream is very, very nice. But as soon as things get gully, like as soon as it gets hard, and the person sticks with you through that, then we can discuss love. Like, then we can be like, okay.
Hey.
Because someone once told me, love is when the person cheats on you and you just continue with the relationship like nothing happened.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm petty.
Are you guys learning? Are you guys learning?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a lot.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, guys, we didn't want to pull this long, right? We don't want to pull this long, but we're gonna do a part two of this interview, where we're gonna dive deep into deep questions. And okay, so guys, this is Love Chronicles. And I'm your host, Gabriel Lunda. Today we've been discussing about love, relationship, and romantic affairs. And with us in the studio is Miss OWAMI. Yay! She has been telling us, was it true love or not?
Definitely not.
Okay. You heard it from her, not me. not be me. All right. So thank you so much, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We didn't want to pull this very long. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Come on, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up for.
Thank you.
Give it up for her one more time. Thank you. So, lastly, before we go, I heard something like you're doing child services. Child services?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Just educate us what you do.
I can't get into details. So basically, I work with children that come from abusive backgrounds, and we're just helping them get better, and even with families that have problems.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just getting them therapy. Guys, get therapy. We're just getting them therapy and counseling, and just making sure that everything is going okay. Currently, before I can also advertise my other things, just now that I'm on TV. So there is a particular school in Bronkenspruit that they are building a library, and they would like you guys, to help them with collecting books.
The library.
Yes, please. Right. So if you've
Wonderful.
got any spare novels just hanging around, chilling there, please let us know.
Wonderful. So when they want to hit you up, where must they find you?
On Interverse TV.
Okay, Interverse. All right. So, guys, you heard. Please, here we don't. Private numbers are private. So when you have books and library, books, whatever, old books, used books, new books, if you can contribute to the building of this library, contact us here at Interverse TV, and we're gonna find her. And the way we found her before, the way we brought her here, we're gonna bring her again. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Linda.
All the best with the library, and I'm also involved in that initiative as well, guys. And yes. So, ma'am, thank you for coming. Thank you for having you in the studio. Thank you. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss OWAMI in the studio. And this is Love Chronicles. You can catch us again. We are live. You can follow, like, and share this video. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's Interverse Television. Until we meet again.